This is the Kia EV9, the flagship electric SUV from the Korean car makers. And I guess spaceship cars are a thing now, or did I miss a memo that says EVs shouldn't look like regular cars? Either way, this car has just been launched here in Malaysia from 370,000 ringgit. So let's go and check out what you'll be getting for that money. The Kia EV9 will be offered in two variants here in Malaysia, but between the two, the only difference is basically the number of seats that you'll be getting inside. Now on the 370,000 ringgit variant, you'll be getting a more regular 7-seater seat configuration with a normal bench seat in the second row. But if you're willing to shell out 5,000 ringgit more, you'll be getting the 6-seater variant with two individual premium relaxation seats in the second row. But aside from the seats, the rest of the car is completely identical between the two variants, which means it's exactly what you're looking at here. Both of these variants also share the same powertrain setup, a dual-motor all-wheel drive EV making 385 horsepower and 700 Nm of torque. And on this massive SUV, that translates to a century sprint in 5.2 seconds, onward to a top speed of 200 km per hour. Now, thanks to its 99.8 kWh battery pack, you also get 505 km of driving range, and because of its eGMP platform, you also get DC fast charging of up to 350 kilowatts, taking just 24 minutes to go from 10 to 80%. Now, as for AC charging, you'll be relying on the onboard 11 kilowatt AC charger, which will take around 10.5 hours for a full charge. Or in case you want to take this car camping, there's also a V2L function with a 3-point socket in the boot to give you 3.58 kilowatts of power output for your electrical appliances. Now, in terms of standard equipment, you get LED small cubes projector headlights as standard, the LED daytime running lights, this digital pattern grille as standard, as well as the LED tail lights with something that they call the Star Map light signature. There's also the 21-inch wheels as standard across both variants, and while we're at the side here, I just want to point out how humongous this car actually is. The wheelbase itself is more than 3.1 meters and the overall length of the car is more than 5 meters. So probably not the easiest car to drive around KL, but what you do get is a lot more space on the inside. The Kia EV9 really is quite a comfortable place to be in. Now, even though these are leatherette upholstery instead of real leather, it is still quite comfortable and quite soft to the touch. And just check out this unique mesh-like headrest for the front seats. Now, speaking of front seats, these here are called the premium relaxation seats. That's why you get this ottoman for both of the front seats. Heating and ventilation is standard across both seats, and the driver also gets an extra massage function. And in fact, even the second row seats also get heating and ventilation across both variants. Aside from those stuff though, the rest of the equipment is pretty standard stuff. You get a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster behind the steering wheel, a 12.3-inch infotainment display here in the center, a head-up display, as well as an additional touch panel here in the middle for controlling your climate control. And speaking of climate control, this car here gets a 3-zone automatic climate control as standard across both variants. There's also a wireless charging pad down here, as well as a 14-speaker Meridian sound system. But the most unique feature inside here is definitely the side view mirrors, or rather I should say the side view cameras, with the additional screen here showing whatever the camera outside is looking at behind. Now, these rearview mirrors here can also turn into a digital mode, so you can still look out the back in case your kids are having a party in the back seats. The EV9 is Kia's flagship SUV, so of course it's filled to the brim with all of the advanced safety assistance features. You get your usual stuff like the level 2 semi-autonomous driving capability, there's the multi-angle, multi-detection autonomous emergency braking, and also something called the parking collision avoidance assist, which will automatically step on the brake when it detects a potential danger in front, behind, or even at the side. And considering how big this car actually is, I think that'll be a very welcome feature, especially here in Malaysia. Once again, the Kia EV9 is priced from 370,000 ringgit for the 7-seater variant and 375,000 ringgit for the 6-seater variant. Now, included in the price is a standard 5-year or 150,000 kilometers vehicle warranty, as well as an 8-year or 160,000 kilometers battery warranty. Now, as usual, for more information on the all-new Kia EV9, head on over to AutoBuzz.my.